we'll go through pure culture techniques under that the pour plate method. So again, the purpose of the pour plate method is to eventually isolate a pure culture or a pure colony. So aside from that, we can actually use the pour plate method as well to determine or estimate the number of bacterial cells in a bacterial source, or in this case, in a bacterial suspension. So in our activity, unfortunately, we will not be able to calculate the CFU per ml. Later, I'll show the formula for calculating because in our method, we did not involve the use of or the measuring of exact amounts of liquid from each source test tube to another. But if in case we will do that, we will do exact measurements of liquid from the source test tube, then we can actually determine the dilution factor that will later be used for the calculation of the CFU per ml, or colony forming units per ml. So say, for example, you have a bacterial suspension that measures 10 ml in volume. Then you will get 1 ml of that bacterial suspension and put it in a sterile saline measuring 9 ml. So that test tube will result to a solution of bacteria that contains now 10 ml. So the proportion is that 1 ml of the bacterial suspension is dispersed into 10 ml of a solution. So that means your dilution factor in that case will be 10 raised to negative 1. So that the sterile saline solution will now be your first dilution, or your dilution factor with 10 raised to negative 1. So if you get another 1 ml of that solution and then transfer that to your second tube containing nutrient agar, then that will be your second dilution factor now, which will be 10 raised to negative 2. So once inoculated, diba, you will be transferring the contents of agar tube 1 to your Petri dish 1. So therefore, the dilution factor of your agar tube 1 will be the same as your Petri dish 1. So just continue that with the succeeding test tubes. So you will have a dilution factor for agar tube 2 na 10 raised to negative 3, and then sa last tube will be 10 raised to negative 4, which will then also dictate the dilution factor of the Petri dishes where you will place the contents of the tube. So now that we know how to get the dilution factor, we can now use that to calculate the CFU per ml. So colony forming units. So the reason why we use colony forming units as the term used, not bacterial cells, because we are only counting colonies later on, and the colonies will then serve as our estimate for the bacterial cells. So we are under the assumption that each colony will come from a single bacterial cell, which is not always the case naman, because sometimes a colony can be composed of or can arise from multiple bacterial cells. But in this case, we only term it as colony forming units as the equivalent of the bacterial cells that we will estimate later on. So when we calculate for the colony forming units per ml, we choose the plate with the optimum number of colonies. So in this case, we choose the plate with about 30 to 300 colonies present. So if the number of colonies is too many, so if above 300, then it is labeled as TMTC, or too many to count. Kapag naman less than 30, then it's too few to count, or TFTC. So let's say, for example, we chose this plate after our series of dilutions. We chose this plate, and it is the plate with a dilution factor of 10 raised to negative 4. So we will now calculate the CFU per ml using this formula. So number of colonies over volume plated times dilution factor. So in counting the colonies that you can see in your Petri dish, one technique that we can use is the quadrating technique, or wherein you divide your plate into 4 quadrants. So divide your plate into 4 quadrants, and then you will only count the colonies present in one quadrant, and then just multiply it by 4 later on to estimate the total number of colonies for the whole plate. So this is just to make our lives easier, and assume that the number of colonies in all quadrants are equal. So for example, you were able to count that this quadrant has 36 colonies. So therefore, if you plug it into your formula, you have 36 times 4. So 36 times 4, because you have 4 quadrants, over the volume plated is 1 ml. So remember, each dilution we do, we get 1 ml of the solution from the previous solution. And then times the dilution factor, which is 10 raised to negative 4. So you will get the answer 1.44 times 10 raised to 6, or that is 1,440,000 colony forming units per ml. So if you want to get the total number of bacterial cells for the whole tube, remember, the tube contains 10 ml of bacterial suspension. So just multiply this number by 10. So that will yield you 10 million for 10 million 14 million 400,000 bacterial cells for the tube. Okay, so that's how you calculate for the CFU per MUR. That's how we estimate the bacterial cells in the source tube by using the pour plate method.